Last year, Martindale surveyed over 5,000 attorneys and law firms to understand what the most challenging part of their day-to-day jobs were. What we learned from the survey is that aside from dealing with difficult clients and long hours, lawyers overwhelmingly said that the most challenging aspect of their job is generating new clients. Now, the difficulty generating new clients is not because of a lack of trying or spending. The data clearly shows that law firms are spending plenty of money on marketing and lead generation tactics, but they're just putting their money in the wrong place. This graphic here from the American Bar Association shows where a majority of law firms are putting their money: event sponsorships, LinkedIn, email, Facebook, and print media. The reason why so many law firms struggle to get new clients is because we're investing our money in the wrong places. By the end of this short video, I'm going to show you the best place to get new clients for any law firm and exactly how you can execute it. So who am I and why am I qualified to talk about this? Well, over the last 15 years, I've been in the marketing space, running my own businesses. I built and sold 2 digital agencies, built and sold 2 software companies, and I currently own and operate WEBRIS, which is a marketing agency that exclusively works with law firms. When you get a moment, if you just Google my name, Ryan Stewart, you will see nothing but glowing reviews. You will see me covered in a bunch of different press and media outlets, and you will also see the case studies that I have done with law firms. The only thing that we care about is generating leads for attorneys. We don't care about traffic. We don't care about rankings. We don't care about social media. We care about driving business results, and our results speak for themselves. That's enough self-gloating. I'm sorry, I have to get through that just so you can trust what I'm going to tell you here, because I've been doing this forever. And on top of that, I have tested everything. This graphic here shows you pretty much all the different marketing tactics that are available to your law firm at your disposal. What I've gone ahead and done, now we've tested all these. We've done TV ads, we've done out-of-home ads, we've done bus bench ads, we've done search engine marketing, we've done social media marketing, we've done everything. We have the data and the experience. We know what works. This chart here, in the left-hand column, you have all the different things at your disposal: TV, social media, email, PR, search engine marketing, etc. We've then gone through and ranked them on a scale of 1 to 5 and then tallied the score. 5 is good, 1 is bad. So we're looking at things like results, cost, time to results, effort for your law firm, scalability. Now, if we go back to this graphic from the American Bar Association showing where law firms spend most of the marketing: event sponsorship, LinkedIn, email, Facebook, and print media. Within event sponsorship, you also have things like out-of-home advertising, bus bench ads, radio spots, etc. You can see that a large majority are still pushing their money into these tactics. Now, like I said, we've tested these things. So we look at things like TV, out-of-home ads. The results just aren't there. Why? Because what we're doing is casting a very wide net and you can't track anything. So you really have no idea if they're working. You're just putting a lot of money into something and just hoping that revenue and calls go up. They're also incredibly expensive. They take a tremendous amount of time and they don't scale all that well because you can really only do it in the local markets that you're in. And when you combine that with the cost of them, you really don't have a lot of options. Then we get into things like social media. Social media is great. It's a great place to promote your business for free. However, it takes a lot of time and it takes a tremendous amount of effort on your part. Sure, you can hire an agency to do it, but they're never going to be able to capture your voice. They're just going to post generic things that never end up working. Email marketing is another great one. However, email marketing is only great when you've got existing attention, because if you don't have people to email, then you can't really be effective with it. So email marketing is really only a good tactic once you've got a ton of traffic and you've got a ton of attention. Then you can start capturing emails and automating different sequences, sending different messages, etc. Email's great, but it's not great to capture customers in the beginning. PR is another one that a ton of law firms spend on, and it's kind of like the new version of TV ads or out-of-home ads. It's really expensive and you can't really track it. You just put a bunch of money into it and hope that your results go up. Paid social media is another one that can be effective. The only challenge with it is it's kind of like social media organic, except now you're paying for it. So it's more expensive. And the bottom line is people are really not using social media to find attorney services. People are looking for your services when they are looking for it. All this other stuff is trying to keep you in the back of their mind for when and if they ever do need an attorney, then maybe they'll call you. And now we get into the things that are in the green: content marketing, paid search, local service ads, local SEO, and traditional SEO. All of these get a 5 for results. Why? Because they take place in search engines. All of these tactics are search engine marketing tactics. And what's great about search engines is that it's basically the opposite of this. When people are looking for your services, if they find you, then you can track it. All of these take place in search engines. And what's great about search engines is people are going to search engines and typing in exactly what they need. Unlike these, where you're hoping to stay in the back of their mind when they need you, this right here is your front of mind exactly when they need you. So when it comes to getting new clients now, the best place that you can be is top of mind in search engines. That means ranking high organically and then also paying for ads that will get you to the top of search engines right away. And the reasons why I love search engines is, number one, the most obvious thing is that it's super high intent traffic. If somebody is looking for a DUI attorney now, They're not going to social media. They're not looking at billboards. They're not listening to radio spots. They're typing in exactly what they want. And pretty much all you have to do is show up in these listings and you've got high intent, highly interested people coming to your business. One thing I know from working with attorneys for almost a decade is that you don't care about traffic and you actually don't care about leads. What you care about is new cases. I've been doing this for so long that I know that you don't want to be flooded with leads. You want to be flooded with the right leads. When you pick up the phone from somebody calling you, you want them to be qualified and you want them to be high value, depending on what type of law that you service. That's the best part about search engines, is that we can control how people find us based on the keywords that we're targeting. And part of our whole process is using keywords to continuously test and optimize to figure out what the highest value keywords are to the business, not for traffic, not for phone calls, but to actually becoming new cases for your law firm. That's what matters. Every other marketing tactic cannot deliver this. Only search engine marketing can do that. And when you couple in the fact that there's hundreds, if not thousands of keywords that you can go after, this can scale to a level that's kind of incomprehensible to imagine. No other marketing tactic can deliver what search engine marketing can. Now, a lot of you might already know this, and in fact, a lot of you might have invested in some sort of search engine marketing before in the past, and likely it hasn't worked. Could be because you just worked with the wrong agency, but even more than likely is because they didn't have the right strategy to approach it. Because when it comes to search engine marketing in the legal industry, it is arguably the most competitive industry on the planet. There's so much money involved in each one of these searches, and so many law firms have the budget to invest in it. It's just supply and demand. The more people that are spending on ads, the more people that are trying to optimize for SEO, the more competitive that it gets to rank in these search engines. So if you tried SEO or SEM before in the past and it didn't work, it's 100% because they did not have the right strategy. So what is the right strategy? Total search engine domination. Let's look at this graphic over here on the right-hand side. If you just type in DUI attorney near me, no matter where you are in the United States, you're going to get a massively convoluted search engine results. You got local service ads on top. You got pay-per-click ads over here. You've got the local pack here. That's got all the local search results. You got the content here. That's people also ask. This is pulling from different blog posts. And then you've got your traditional organic listings down here. So if you think about it, if you've tried to do pay-per-click ads or SEO, you're only optimizing for a piece of search engines. But when you look at all this noise, right? And when we talk about getting the right cases, you have got to be everywhere. Kind of like how an alligator hunts. I'm down here in Miami, Florida, so I see a lot of alligators. And all they do is they sit there with their mouth open. They wait for the bait to come to them. That's how you have to approach this. Our approach attacks all 5 parts of Google. Every piece of advertising, every piece of organic, content, landing pages, local maps pack. You have to be omnipresent everywhere. Otherwise, those cases are being funneled in directly to your competitors. Now, obviously, this is a lot easier said than done. So I want to break down our approach to how we do this for all of our law firm clients. When it comes to lead generation, we have to understand the intent behind the customers on the other side. And we break it down very simply into a 3-part marketing funnel. We've got what we call top funnel, or the awareness stage. These are high-level searches that indicate a prospect is beginning their journey seeking an attorney, right? So when we talk about different searches that they could be using, it could be something like metal straw product recall. I don't know, just something off the top of my head. And the way that we want to attack this, right? Because this is very high level. They're not ready to become a client yet. They're just starting to research it. Maybe they were affected by this product negatively. Maybe they're looking to join a class action lawsuit. The only way that we can get you any sort of attention for the search is by attacking a keywords organically with content marketing solutions through guides, videos, and written resources. So when we come back here and look at the search engine here, these would be these listings down here and potentially these listings down here. So this is a purely organic play. We wouldn't want to pay pay-per-click ads for these because there's no real purchase intent behind these. However, if we can get people to the website through these keywords, we can then physically push people down the funnel through remarketing ads with Google. So when we come back up here and look at these, if somebody comes to the website through a keyword like this or a search like this before, it could be 6 months ago, it could be a year ago. Whenever they do come back and search for this stuff, if they've been to your website and you're bidding on those keywords for ads and you know how to connect these searches like we do, then you will show up first here in these ads. Because these ads also have an algorithm just like the organic does. You don't just automatically show up one because you bid on that keyword. So these remarketing ads will push you to the top. So creating the content here pays off massively in the future, and your cost per click goes down significantly when they've been to your website before. We can physically move people down the funnel here. The next part of the funnel is discovery traffic. So this has a deeper intent indicating that the prospect is close to hiring an attorney. So for example, if somebody got a DUI, potentially they could be searching for DUI blood level alcohol in Florida. You know, maybe they're starting to do the research process on their own. They're not quite looking to hire an attorney, but again, they're a little bit deeper down the funnel than in this one. And again, depending on what type of law you practice, depending on where you are, these keywords are going to fluctuate. And the only way we can determine these keywords is through significant research and testing and understanding of your local market and what services you actually offer, what law practices you provide. But these ones also, we're going to attack these organically with content marketing through guides, because again, we're not going to pay for keywords with paid search. We're not going to pay for these ads unless they're high intent traffic, unless people are ready to become a customer now. All the other stuff, we want to flood search engines with content. So this is why when people say content is so important for SEO and for SEM, it's because it allows us to capture other parts of the funnel, allows us to expand our reach. It allows us to really increase our search volume and our traffic and the people to the website indefinitely, which we can then push down here to people in action. And again, too, if somebody comes to your website and finds a good article and this affects them and you provide some good information there, then they might just pass through right away and become a lead, right? So we might not have to remarket to them with other ads, but again, collecting all this traffic and then pushing people down here, people that are ready to hire you, people that are searching for hire an attorney near me, DUI attorney in Miami, call an attorney near me, etc. This is really where paid search comes into play. So this is where we get really aggressive here with local ads. We get aggressive here with paid search ads. And we also get very aggressive here in the local search and also down here with these two. Because again, when we look at these different searches, there's not just the intent based on what they're searching for in terms of where the customer or the prospect is, but it's also, we have to map it to the right experience on your website. So for example, these top funnel searches are going to be great for resource guides and blog posts. But when we get down here, right, we not only want to pay for pay-per-click ads to get these, but we also want to rank organically to get these. And we do that by creating localized landing pages. So when we talk about ranking in the local search pack here, we've got to have a local service page here that speaks to this keyword search. So again, if we're in Miami, then we're going to want to have a page on our website that speaks to being a DUI attorney in Miami. So when we come down here and we see these results, you can see the organic results that are mapping to this because they have the proper content, the proper experience on their website speaks directly to being a DUI attorney. And that's how we approach attacking all parts of search. We have to do the research to understand what people are searching for. Then we have to tag it based on intent. What are they actually looking for behind these keyword searches? And the third part is what's the proper experience that we need to send them to on the website? Do we need to send them to a blog post, a resource guide, a video, a landing page, a local landing page, a paid search page? All these different things, we're determining this on the back end. So hopefully now you're starting to understand why, if you've invested in SEO or paid search before in the past, it hasn't worked. Because if they weren't deploying this type of strategy against it, you're never going to get the results that you expect or that you're potentially capable of getting. And the beautiful thing about SEO and paid search is that it's a relationship that grows together over time. So when we look at this chart here, right, this is traffic and leads charted against time in months, right? So let's say this is a 12-month plot here. The green here is going to be the paid organic. We get this to jump up very quickly because we can get your ads to show up within a couple of days for keyword searches. So we're able to drive a lot of value very quickly with paid. And then what we do is we take the keywords that are driving the most customers, the most clients, the most value to your law firm from the paid search, and we push in the organic part of it. So we're constantly taking keywords from paid that are driving value and creating content, creating content, creating content, creating content. And what happens over time is right here, this is kind of like the crossing point. Paid search over time will taper off, right? Because there's only so many bottom funnel keywords that we're going to go after. And we also don't want to blow the doors off with the budget because paid search can be very expensive. These costs per click can be upwards of $50, $100, $200, depending on what type of law that you practice. So what we want to do is we want to try and push these organically to drop the cost of your paid search and get this hockey stick organic growth over time. And once we get here, now we're cooking with gas. Now we're getting leads, we're getting traffic, and we're constantly reducing our cost per lead while driving more and more value. So as you can probably tell, I get very passionate about this stuff. I could talk about this stuff for days, but your time as an attorney is best spent in the courtroom, getting new clients, working with your clients, making sure that they're happy. It's not best spent trying to understand what the nuances of paid and organic search are. And that's exactly why we built our own tool internally to show you what your website's potential is from a search engine marketing point of view. We're able to do this because Google gives us data on keyword searches. So we know exactly how many people are searching for your services in your local market every single month. So what our engineering team did is we built a tool that builds a forecast based off that. So based on your local market, based on your service areas, we're able to project forward exactly how much traffic and leads your website could and should be getting from organic search on a monthly basis. Now, we usually reserve this analysis for our clients, but since you took the time to watch this video, I would love to extend the offer to your law firm to have us run this analysis for your website. You're going to know by the end of it exactly how much traffic and exactly how much leads your law firm could be getting on a monthly basis, which will show you if this is even worth investing in, because honestly, it's not worth it for all law firms. So all you have to do is click the link below, schedule a call. My team will get on, we'll do a quick analysis, and we will show you exactly how much traffic and leads and money your law firm should be making from search engines every month. I really hope you take me up on this. Hopefully I'll see you there.